majority of our communities are dependent on our coastal fisheries resource. So the latest gender analysis that was done by the Ministry of Women in 2022 confirmed that 51% of coastal fishes are women, while 94% of freshwater fishes are women. So for the women fishers, the main challenges they face is that the disasters that harm their fisheries, so that when disaster strikes, it strikes the heart of their food source.
Io nanrakivisa uwe kandina, nanrakivisa uwe shani kalostaki kandina. Na bonongo ili urndo titi kinananga singo sasenga sa wai.